So many of us have our content removed from TikTok for unjust reasons. We know that they shouldn't be removed, but for whatever reason, they label it as misinformation, unoriginality, or some other dumb violation that really doesn't exist. And for a long time, we're wondering, why is that the case? Why are we being targeted? In fact, I had 66,000 followers on TikTok in my last account before they went and removed it without any reason. Then didn't reinstate the profile or give a reason when appealed and contacted their support. None at all. And I find it interesting that part of their community principles and their guiding guidelines is the U.S. guiding principles on business and human rights. You guys would be very surprised as to who's partnered with TikTok and who TikTok allows to moderate all their content, stating that they encourage free speech. In fact, their CEO is suing the United States because they're saying that the United States is infringing on the free speech of their content creators, while they themselves on Enable Free Expression state, the creativity unlocked by expression is what powers our vibrant community. We honor this principle by providing the opportunity to share freely on our platform, while also proactively addressing behavior that can inhibit speech of others. Oh, that's very interesting, because TikTok, I feel like my speech has been hindered. However, free expression is not an absolute right. It is always considered in proportion to its potential harm, and does not extend to having your content recommended in your feed. So if I put something out that's grossly religious in the Christian faith and speaks of my faith, and it offends Jews and Muslims, you're going to remove it because misinformation or sensitive content? I had a video about the rapture that was posted. I didn't even show the trailer's violent thing. I just spoke about the rapture and the coincidences within the trailer. TikTok labeled that graphic content, while that post successfully posted on other platforms. The truth is that the post, most of the posts, 99% of my posts successfully post on other platforms because I'm extra cautious because I know how sensitive TikTok is. I wasn't aware that we were under the UN and free speech is not guaranteed to everybody. Only those that side with your agenda, because they don't allow any misinformation on their platform, or at least what they deem as misinformation. And the way they figure out what misinformation is by relying on independent fact-checking partners. Who are these fact-checking partners? The Australian Associated Press, the same Australia that is arresting people for their content and their posts on Facebook and other platforms, legit going to their house on some UK status, arresting citizens. Agency France Presse, same crap, and all these other I can't pronounce because they're in different language. So we have fascists, completely left-leaning, against freedom of speech because it speaks the truth, organizations fact-checking everybody, including conservatives, people who speak on the faith of Christianity, people who expose all the corruption that's going on in this world, and they're labeled as misinformation under the UN guidelines and all these fascist fact-checking agencies. Now this obviously can't go on TikTok because in a heartbeat it'll be taken down. I'm still waiting for an appeal on a video that wasn't violated and they still refuse to answer because, you know, these guys are in charge, and when they're in charge, free speech is not an absolute right. Thank you, TikTok, for being completely hypocritical and showing all the content creators that their CEO is fighting for the free speech of content creators as long as it sides with the propaganda that they unleash. And if it doesn't, then you're against the UN and all the fascist totalitarian people that say that free speech is not an absolute right. I'm an American. I'm absolutely free to speak.